few years back, NASA sent a space probe called New Horizons to Pluto, which is 3.5 billion miles away from Earth. It is one of the greatest achievements by mankind. It was not an easy task, as it took 9 years for that probe to travel, and there were so many challenges. See, one of the challenges they faced was the gravitational pull of Jupiter. Because Jupiter was very close to the path of the space probe and it is so huge, there is a danger that this space probe could get sucked by Jupiter's gravitational pull. But the scientists used that greatest threat as an advantage. One of the scientists came out with this concept called Slingshot maneuver. They adjusted the path of the space probe and used the gravitational pull of Jupiter as a slingshot and thrusted the probe forward several million miles forward. That is why the space probe reached Pluto in 9 years, which otherwise would have taken 13 years to reach Pluto. They cut short several years by the slingshot maneuver. What did they do? They used the greatest challenge, greatest setback to their advantage. And that's how God works. He uses our greatest setback as a slingshot to thrust you forward to your breakthrough. See, Joseph said to his brothers, "As for you, you meant evil against me, but God meant it for good." See, God can turn what's meant for evil against you to your advantage. God can turn what's meant for your downfall to your promotion. The Bible says, and we know in all these things, God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. See, the important words in this verse are God works. We need to understand God works in our life if we rest in Him. When we try to toil with our own effort, own strength, and figure out everything by our own strength, God will step back. We need to surrender to God and let God work in our life. We need to be content and rest in Him. We need to be in the center of God's will and purpose. We need to be Christ-centered and not self-centered. When we live a Christ-centered life, God works in our life. If God works in our life, we don't have to worry about any setbacks. Our greatest setback will become our greatest comeback. I hope that's an encouragement for you. Thanks for watching, and God bless.